Seachtain and Gaeilge Seachtain Gaeilge agus lá éile Pairtín. You're very welcome to our video, guys. In this video we're going to have two parts. In the first part you're going to see a number of our club members and some special guests demonstrating a number of skills and challenges that we want you to try and to send to your coaches. So we want to see how good you are playing hurling, football and camogie, etc. The second part of our video will show messages from our club members around the country and around the parish and around the world, just wishing everyone a happy lá éile Pairtín. So I really hope you enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how you get on winning Gaeilge.
Tasí míad le Sarah Hall ag déanamh an tardú uat.
Let's try on jab lift. So to start off, you're going to put your longest ball drop, the hand to your right with its school, that's going to go on the top of the hurley, and your other hand down here like you're in the ready position. So with the jab lift, we're going to start off nice and easy. We're going to do it standing still first. So put your sitter in front of you, and what you have to do with jab lift is you put your left leg out line the sitter. If you're left-handed, it's going to be your right leg. So I'm right-handed, so I put my left leg out here beside the sitter. Then what you want to do is you want to turn your hurley so that the boss is facing a mock and your hands are like this. Then you're going to bend your knees and your back, and you're going to go down over the ball, and then you're going to fiocche suis, and you're going to catch it from under, not over. Do that a few times, and once you've practiced that, you can always try to take a few steps back and run at the ball and pick it up like that on the go. So practice that a few times, and the more practice you do, the easier and the better you'll get at it. Slán.
Marja Táid chun clifa nua imirtin and you've a clock to cunis an slitter ardú, right? So we're going to practice raising our ball, and we have a bit of a challenge here for us. So what you're going to need are a few cones and a few slitters. And now I know everyone doesn't have cones at home, so what I have here, after subbing a cone for a shoe, and we can use the shoe instead of the cone. So what we're going to do, we're going to start here, and I like to call this the flick and pick, right? So we're flicking, Tamajik flick on and Leerod Agasik Piocasus and Leerod Threshing, okay? So Dear Casula shot, but when you toss me when going to shot, Agis Tasmania make had a tall dinner, right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go out, flick the balls as much as we can, nice and simple. And each one back to our cone, Ags a rash, Tamajik Ardu and Slitter, Casula shot. Jab lift, roll lift, god off, love one, here and cone, and there's a rash on spot the shot. Now, to galore belly, cut and slitter or do freshen, we can use different ways of rising the ball too. So I want to see what you can do. Beaky crow hook. So on jab lift, on roll lift, Bajer, the come on August the cuss, no Bajer, is fair let, God cuss who saw it. Is come along, right? Buinigi 3 last, agus buinigi 10 of us.
Initial Carja seo Aisling Cooney ag test bind driblal an ruharainer agus squeale doing.
Dave, so I go Seachtain Gaeilge Tommy the Crohu like videos like cúpla skill go féidir live Dana Savala, so time con dull treat dribbling like solo live agus Tommy con cooler score all ag on Dara. So go so start out with the dribbling crown to an overscreven to lash a bar, and then your other hand halfway down the hurley, and you're going to bend down a bit, bend your knees. So to start out slow, I guess when you're a bit more confident in saying that, so I'll do that. I'll get Tommy to score on ag on Dara. I guess just the Edie at all a bit older or Tony's come toward up leis an Nero Tommy con solo enough so Ordo Hughes on come on shorten your grip a little bit. I guess dull treat na cone is shock is a mock. Gaeilge these sides and shins in that dull these tapula. I guess Tommy come to the score all in there. So sin cúpla scileanna buliúsa gur féile buin trí las sa balla. Get the brothers, parents, sisters out, see who can go the fastest or who's the best. Hopefully we'll be back training soon and we'll see you all in Parteen. Good evening, fan slán.
Tá spáin Sinead Barry an seo conas an líród a bhlocáil san air.
On overhead block. So it's nice and easy and taking your lower is larger, your strongest hand and putting it one on come on and your other hand here like in the ready position. So for the overhead block you have to bring your two hands together, one on come on, your two thumbs pointing up to the boss of the Haley and your boss pointing up. So with the overhead block, bring your two hands together, your Haley over your head, tilting it slightly and swing forward, but make sure not to swing too far forward or you might miss the silly. So practice that a few times and then once you've gotten the hang of that, and you can take your silly and throw it up over your head and back forward. So practice that a few times and once you get really good, you can get someone in your family to come outside and throw the silly to you and you can practice batting it on the run. Slán.
Gaeilge, how much can cliffe Gaeilge mar now be cúpla rud ag testáil uin. Seans goil sé corbáis tí taobh agus ní féidirlín dul an mock. We can't go outside to practice our skills, so we're going to practice a few of them inside. We're going to practice striking the ball off our left and off our right and creating a nice wristy strike. So what we actually need here, we don't need a hurley or still or anything. Big balloon, ag testáil, agus spoon og, agus Gaeilge, spatula freshen, okay? Agus Tommy, Lena, a yard freshen. We have to like create a line in order to pretend that it's our net. So we're going to play a game of tennis, and parents, I want you to get involved in this one as well, and you'll really enjoy it. So let's see who can score first here between myself and Danny. Shin score dumb Danny. That right, Granos? Oh! Right, so 4-0 score and Shin. Nish tá cúpla cíneile, cúpla rud eile is féidirling a dhéanamh leis an balún agus an spún óg. Is féidirling an solo clockta, timp an háte, agus Gaeilge an líród a command suas mar seo, right? So keep the ball up or the balloon up as much as you can and in a nice safe space in our house inside where we won't break anything or cause any damage, alright? Buinigí soltas agus buinigí tanha sin. Gur máglah.
Inis táid ag dul thar lear go Brighton áit na bhfuil Páirc O'Connor ag cleachta a glúiseacht.
Díomh imróí Parteen is me se pádaí ar chruthóir agus tá mé taobh muo an stad Amex. Now, I was hoping to get inside to show you my usual wall ball, but times are tough and there's a fence up, so I can't get in today. But maybe in the next video we can do it. So, tá cúpla scileanna comhardú díomh. So, I'm going to put you up on a bench here for a moment, prop you up, and then we'll get started. So, what you will need and what I have to hand are I've a líróid ladóig agus líróid pen. Mátá líróid kisfel, no líróid soccer, no líróid handball a gut. They all work fine. So you need a ball, and you also need a wall. Ideally a wall with an uneven surface. So if the wall of your house has an uneven surface, perfect. If you have a wall that meets at a corner, that is also ideal. So I'm going to start with a warm-up. I'm going to start the warm-up with football, but you can use it to make it harder by using a tennis ball. So what I'm going to do, Prab me an líróid os an talamh cosúil le kisfel. So I'm going to bounce the ball and I'm just going to bounce the ball, keeping my eye using my writing hand. So I'm going to do 10 bounces with one hand, change to my opposite hand, I'm going to do 10 bounces, and then I'm going to alternate between my right hand and my left hand, so just bouncing 10 times, alternating, get my eye warmed up. I know there's some of you shouting at the camera going, Paddy, too easy. If it's too easy and you want a bit of a douche lawn, close your eyes, and then can you bounce the ball with your eyes closed? Can you do the same step, bounce hand to hand, eyes closed, a bit better than I can? If that's a bit too easy, do the same steps with the tennis ball, so the tennis ball will make it trickier. Bouncing the ball with one hand, second hand, and then bouncing it from hand to hand. I would be really impressed if anybody can bounce a tennis ball with their eyes closed, so give that a go. So now my eyes are warmed up, I'm going to put the football away, but you can keep your football out and use your football for this activity, but I'm going to use a tennis ball for this. I don't have a wall, I'm going to use a fence. My wall is fenced off at the moment, so I'm going to use the fence behind me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw the ball at the wall and I'm going to let it bounce. I'm trying to catch the ball before it bounces twice. I'm not allowed to let it bounce more than twice. If it bounces once, that's fine. If you can catch it before it bounces, that's also no problem. I'm going to take 10 steps back, roughly 10 steps. So you don't have to measure this out, but I'm going to take roughly 10 steps back from the ball. I'm going to throw the ball as hard as I can at the wall, then hit the wall, and then can I get it before it bounces twice? So it's just working on my coordination and my reaction. The reason for an uneven wall, if you have an uneven wall, the ball might bounce different directions, making you'll have to be on your toes to be ready for that. So I'll show you what I mean, and then you can give that a go at home on your own. So, like that, the ball took a bounce off the fence and went in a different direction, meaning I had to be on my toes and ready, and as a result, I wasn't ready, I didn't catch the ball. Attack the ball as hard as you can. Should be a bit like me, out of breath after that. Ideally, and I caught the ball with two hands. Ideally, catch the ball, attack the ball using your catching hand. If you're using a football, then use two hands. If you can attack it, use two hands, bring the ball into your chest. How can you if you have brothers or sisters or an adult at home to help you, they can also get involved. So you could take the same 10 steps back from the fence and give the ball to that person behind you, and they can throw it either over your head or over your shoulder. So you can't see the ball coming, and then you have to react to attack it. That's how you can make it that bit harder. So, in Gaeilge, Parteen, I hope you enjoyed this. So, buint Hanavas, na skillen na seo. Stay safe and law ela porrick. And one last thing before we finish. A Parteen a boo.
Nish feicimid conas pas live a dhéanamh le David O'Sullivan.
You've got dinner. David O'Sullivan here, and welcome to Seachtain na Gaeilge, tá fóidir of. Okay, today the skill we're going to be looking at is the hand pass. Okay, so we're going to start row éasca, nice and easy. Okay, we're going to make it really too easy nearly at the start. We're just going to use our hands. You can use a tennis ball if you like, or a slitter. I'm going to use a wall ball here. Okay, and what we're doing is we're just going to get that hand passing motion to begin with. Okay, that follow through swing. We're not even going to start hand passing. We're just going to throw it against the wall, catch it with both hands. Okay, to work on our eye coordination first. So we're just going to toss it against the wall, catch with both hands, toss it against the wall, catch with both hands. Okay, and what you're going to do for me is you're going to use your lava de as, which is your right hand. Okay, catch with both hands, and then after a while swap it up, use your left hand, your lava clay, and again toss it up, catch it with both hands. Okay, now Now to make this a little more difficult, if you find that row Aska, because it's good to start with things too easy and then move on to progressions. You can just use your one hand, okay? So just use the right hand, off the ass, catch, okay? Just throwing it up with one hand, catch it with one hand, throwing it up with one hand, catch it with one hand. But once again, guys, it's good to switch around. Try out your right side, try out your left side as well, okay? Log clay, toss it up, catch, toss it up, catch with one hand, okay? And then to bring that progression forward, as usual, we're always working towards game day, so put the hurley in your hand, okay? Hand pass with one hand, or sorry, we're not hand passing yet. Toss it against the wall and catch with your left hand. So I'm tossing it up with my left hand, catching it with my left hand. Tossing it up with my left hand, catching it with my left hand. Okay? We're always working on that movement, that follow through movement. That's very important for the hand pass. Okay? And again, switch around, hurley in the left hand this time. Some of you will be left handed anyway, some of you will be right handed. Up we go, catch. Up we go, catch. Up we go, catch. Okay, so just to recap that, guys, to start with, nice and easy, row Aska, toss it up against the wall using one hand, because that's how we hand pass, catch with both hands. This is more for your eye coordination and for the younger lads, okay, and the younger girls. Toss it up with one hand, catch with both hands, okay, and when you get good at that, toss it up with one hand, catch with one hand, toss it up with one hand, catch with one hand. And again, guys, if it's easier to use a softer, bigger ball, you can use that, okay? Like I said, it's all progression, okay? When we get better, we can move on to the harder drills. And again, guys, the last one to finish with that is just to use the hurley as well, okay? But again, just that motion, that hand passing motion off the ball and catching it. That hand passing motion and catching it, okay? So we're moving through the ball, we're following the direction of the ball all the time. That's very important, okay? So if we were hand passing then, guys, we have our hands here, but the section you want to impact really is not the center of the palm of your hand. It's where your fingers, your mare, meet your palm, okay? So it's up around this section here, across here, is where you want the ball to meet, okay? And a few things is, just like I've been saying, you need to follow through the ball, okay? It's very important. You see any sport, rugby players throwing the ball, their hands follow through to where they want the ball to go, and it's the same with a hand pass, okay? And it helps you with the power and momentum to push the ball towards the other player as well, okay? And just things to watch out for: make sure we don't swing back our hand too far, okay? It's not a tennis racket. Don't swing it back too far, it's just a quick movement. And again, it's the same, don't swing it back too far, but also don't throw the slitter too high, okay? And again, like I said, we don't hit with the palm of our hands, we hit with this section here again, guys, just to be clear. Okay, so once again, start without a hurley to make it nice and easy, and catch with both hands. Throw it up, follow through, catch with both hands. Throw it up, follow through, catch with both hands. Throw it up, follow through, catch with both hands. Like I was saying before, switch from your lava clay to your lava the ass. Okay, throw it up, to the wall, catch with both hands. And then once again, guys, once you get good, switch to throwing it up, hand passing and catching with the same hand. Okay, just like that. Nice and easy. Following through, throwing it up, following through. And finally, last but not least, getting ready for game day, have the hurley. Okay, so Pyok Suis, don't come on, okay, keep it in your love. And off we go again, throwing it up, following through the ball always. Catching. And again, guys, some of you will be left-handed, some of you will be right-handed, but it's a good skill to develop both hands regardless. Off we go again. Okay, guys, so that's the hand passing skill from myself, David O'Sullivan at Parteen GAA Club.
Anish bulanwij le countess na lekra mora imaniacta secunte. Shot John Conlon ag denab an pug ser.
The wit is Misha John Conlon, August Tom ag denab pug ser. So Quer an Schlitter an Talov. Quer the Gulen idro an Cool. Pyok Suis an Schlitter agus Bule har an Traslan Ganair in Tala agus Berbua.
This is Gaeilge Tamich called our Grinnis a Clockta in Yov. So we're going to practice our accuracy here with the three gates. So it had three gate going, right? You can see a blue gate here, which is the biggest gate. Sin cúig pointe, mas féidir leat é sin all. You can get 5 points for that one. An ceann buí, sin 10 pointe. We've 10 points if we can get it through the yellow. Agus 5 pointe leis an ceann one, right? So for the white one, it's 20 points, right? So ideally what we want to do here is take 5 goals off our left and 5 goals off our right and see how many we get after the 10 shots. And it's féad leat é dhéanamh ó the lámh nó ar an talamh, so putting on 3 last. That's the ar an talamh. Yeah. Sin 10 pointe. Oh, my lámh is féidir lom. 10 pointe all agus féidir 10 pointe eile. Now, it's féidirling an líróid pelle úsáid freisin, right? So it's a great skill for football as well. So what we're going to do is táimid chun our jaasóga cleachta agus our gítóg freisin. So our left and right foot. And remember, when we're kicking off our right, it's right hand onto right foot, kicking off our left hand onto left foot, right? So agus step winter is. Sin mai dom bunig 3 las agus bunig tanavas gomrida.
Imróir comógaíochta idir chunta is sé Emer Kelly. Le rion si accuid scilne an seo.
Díobh gach duine chun is táisibh, tásúla gom go minic sibh taitneamh as Seachtain na Gaeilge. Tá dúsán amháin agam an féidir libh é sin a dhéanamh.
Seo Joe O'Connor ag cleachta ag búla na líróide i Naim Bhaile.
Díobh agus fáilte gurí Seachtain na Gaeilge is mise seosamh Cahúr agus imríomh leis an Fuireann Idirmannach. So I'm Joe O'Connor and I play with the Parteen Intermediates. Big make déanamh skill is an slither sin agus my love clay agus my love yes agus cutting me sin on slither a rugga har an mullet. So fake here shin take 1 and air clay then agus yes clay agus yes agus Danin made buttoon. I made a mistake agus better go Danin to Kupla buttoon freshen, but it's a bit of fun. Count your score, come at the score, I guess see how many you can get. I guess
my video cut out there during my challenge, so I have one challenge for you guys to do at home, and you can get your parents involved and everything, okay? So in hurling, Gaelic football, all sport these days, sports stars and people who are very athletic, they need to be very strong, okay, and mobile. So this challenge is about strength and mobility, okay? So all you need is some ishka. I have some plastic cup on and I'm going to pour in water. I put it in a jug in case you didn't believe me that there was real water in it, okay? So first of all, we're going to fill our cups up to the top. And don't forget to get your hishmahori involved, alright? Get mommy and daddy to try this challenge. You'll love seeing water spill all over them as well, alright? So there's my cup, there's the water. And what you have to do is it's simply called get uplet. You have to lie down on the ground and you cannot use your arm that has the cup in it, okay? Focus involved, balance, all these things, okay? So just a little challenge shot. Like this one, nice and easy. Okay, that's part 1. But part 2, guys, is 2 cups. Okay, so see how you get on when you don't have any hands to use. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that down there. I'm gonna leave this down here. And I'm gonna give this one a go. Okay? Got in the egg. Okay guys, give that one a go and make sure you get your parents involved too. Slán go forward.
Anish, Clushamid, Choctrukti, or Winter on Parteen.
Lá féile Padraig, son of Dave, a happy and a prosperous happy St. Patrick's Day and a healthy St. Patrick's Day to all the Parteen GAA Hurling Club. Goramaha good.
Lá féile son of Padraig Dave, as Parteen GAA agus Camogiacht. Goramaha good.
A very happy St. Patrick's Day to everybody in Parteen GAA and Camogie. Goramaha good. Slán net.
Welcome to Parteen GAA and Camogie Club St. Patrick's Day Parade. This is Paddy Pandemic, our parade mascot.
Sunset.
Padre Conadiev.
Carja, Tasulagum Gur Winchell Sult as RV Shan. As you can see, guys, there's a number of activities there for you to do. So what I'd encourage you to do is over the course of next week, maybe practice one a day, and at the end of the week then send your favourite one to your coach and we'll see how you're getting on. Fanny Gislan, Agus Queenie Gi, and Parteen GAA.